How's it going, everyone? I am Jeremy Alexander, and this is Caveblazers. It's a game on Steam that looks pretty fun. It almost looks like I have these assets from a game maker thing. I can't put my finger quite on it just yet, but it looks like it's a procedural platformer game, which I really like. That's all about getting to the end of the cave. First thing I want to mention is, yes, I have been away for a few days, and I apologize. I updated to Windows 10, and it took about 3 days to get everything back together. Once I was done with that, I had a lot of work to do on my Udemy course, which is the mega course, and so I've been working really hard on getting that because I wanted to get it out for the weekend, but I just had this whole Windows 10 ordeal that I didn't get to it, and it's still not uploading. So apologies for not uploading on YouTube. It's still, I'm working on it. I promise. I'm not going anywhere. So let's play some Caveblazers. I only want to play a few minutes of this game because I know it's a hard game. The one thing I've already noticed that I really like about this game is the way it feels when you're playing with the controller. And I mean, I can't just say that and not really explain how. It honestly doesn't feel like a sticky platformer. It feels like it really wants to be controlled. The player moves pretty well when I just barely nudge the analog, and I like that a lot. And this is really something that you want to take note of because its controls are so flawless, at least in my opinion. And I also like that the animations are running at a higher frame per second. I've seen so many platformers recently with the walk cycle be so slow, and it's just so baffling that you would want that. If you have a walk cycle, whether it's 4 frames or 8 frames, make it fast. Make it look like we're actually walking. The other thing I really like about this game is it doesn't care that it's scaled out. You know, it's a scaled out game, and clearly there's not a lot of definition to the characters, but there is to the tiles. And that looks really nice for pixel art. I like the wall sliding is really nice, and all the particle effects that it spawns is pretty cool. So there's a lot of detail, and this game's only in early access. Another thing I really like about the gamepad, and this is something that I've noticed in a game called Path to the Sky that I didn't like, and I really don't like it when platformers do this. It's when you can't shoot, and I've already mentioned this a bunch of times, you can't shoot in all directions. You can only shoot in the directions that you point to. And for the most part, this can be good and it can be bad. In this game, we can actually use the diagonals to our advantage here with this bow and arrow, which is pretty cool. And I also seemingly have unlimited ammo with this bow and arrow, which is pretty cool as well. And then I actually have 3 combo moves, which is something that we did in our fighting game. And I believe the first of the combo moves is live on YouTube, and the 15 free lectures for that, so you can check that out. So that's pretty cool as well. And this is about as far as I've gotten in this game. I think the whole point is there are other cave dwellers down here, like that guy over there. And basically everyone's trying to get to the bottom of the cave, or they're trying to, I don't know, kill everybody, essentially. Like all good games. We're just trying to kill things. So let's try to get in some fights with some guys here. And let's use our combo moves to our advantage. I do like the drops that we get from this. I know we get lots of gold coins, which is cool. And then I think there's a little bit of an inventory system here, which is nice. I don't need to throw any... Oops, I threw a bomb. Let me pick that back up. Let's go here. Gold coins. So it's kind of just like your action platformer game that you want to play. And it's, wow, okay. That was a little more Broforce-like. But for the most part, it seems cool. What is this? Blessing of Bleeding. Let's get that. Oh, that's nice. Melee attacks have a chance to cause bleeding, dealing damage over 5 seconds. Okay, cool. So there's some damage modifiers. There's some stats in here that actually help out a lot. I really like that. I like that there's a few states for the bat. We also do that in our mega course. So a lot of these things I feel like I've already covered before, but you may not have seen them because they're in the mega course, and I haven't released the lectures for free. I'm going to be doing certain lecture previews in the future of the games we've been making in the mega course. So look out for that. I know Bat AI is definitely one of them. I'm not sure if that will be one of the ones I'll show for free, but maybe I will now that I'm mentioning it. And then there's definitely a few states. What's this? Solid Emerald Band. Cool. Die. Okay. Can we see, like right here? Oh, you know what? Let's use our bomb. Let's see. Oops. Let's see if we can use this guy. How do I drop a bomb? Oh, come on, explode. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, that was more satisfying than I thought, and I keep hitting the wrong button. Due to the fact that we actually got him, and then he flew across the room. Nice. All right, so we made it through level 1. Let's go to level 2 here, and we'll play until I die. Forget that slime. It's kind of like the game where you can ignore enemies if you have to. Let's see. And since it's still in early access, I'm not really going to judge it too badly, but it's a really solid game for it's a solid platform engine from my standpoint. I really like the controls, and I really like all the things that are going on for it. I think as long as they keep adding more content to it, it'll be a really cool game. I wonder what would happen if they scaled in, though, just to see, what it would look like and how that would play. Because I feel like even though the artwork is even though like you can already tell that our player doesn't have any eyeballs or anything like that, it doesn't need eyeballs. It looks pretty cool. Oh, nice. I got a health boost from that. This kind of almost reminds me of Terraria if Terraria was more like action-packed, which is cool. And I like that I keep getting these... hold on. I like that I keep getting these bonuses that help me play as I go along here. Like extra knockback and stuff like that. That's a nice touch. But most games, whenever I play a game like that, or whenever I was making a game, when I made Oxochrome for Ludum Dare, that was something that we were like, okay, well, if you get this perk, then that perk might as well cause an adverse effect where, if you get really, really ginormous, because our game was about scaling up in character size, then you might as well become slower, right? Because that's like the logical thing to have happen to your character. It just seems like you can get these really cool perks. What are they called? I'm like forgetting so much. All right. Come on, bats. Aerial combat with like very little aerial weapons, not exactly that much fun. I mean, they're making it seem pretty cool with the amount of particles and explosions, but I don't know, not as much entertainment from that as I would have from, more control over that. Like, even though I like the fact that they put in the diagonal angles, it's like it's kind of boring. Mainly because it's difficult, right? It's already small targets to hit, but now it's even harder because they're flying at me. If there was like a cooler, not a bow and arrow, which is just like a line to hit them, if there was more of and this is something that I know a lot of developers have talked about at like GDC talks and whatnot, where, make your projectiles large, really make them have like a radius to hit. The point is you want me to get to level 15 and feel really invested really quickly. That's something I had to learn the hard way, where we made that game and it was just too hard to kill the enemies, and that's something that I really want to make sure I never do again. I want to make it easy for you to get to level 15, so by the time level 15 comes around, it's actually really hard, and you're just so frustrated because you made it through the first 15 levels. But then by that point in time, you don't know what to do. Oh no. By that point, you're already so invested into the game that you can actually, stand. Oh, this player's killing me. You could actually stand, a 20-minute level versus a 2-minute level. So it's just like little perks like that I like to look out for now after having learned that the hard way, that I think this game could actually benefit from. Like, let the first few levels here be a lot easier in terms of, getting to the next stage, which it was actually surprisingly. All I had to do was find the door, and then I can go. Like, I guess I can avoid all this stuff. But I don't know. I think there could be more. There could be more that you could do to that to make this a little bit more focused. I know this is procedurally generated, and I'm trying to see if there's a boss. I would really like to get there. I'd like to get up there. How do I get up there? Ugh, I can't wall jump up there. But for the most part, what we've been doing on this channel and what this game does really well is focusing on the gameplay mechanics. And that's what I really, really like about this game. I think this game is off to a great start, and I think that because it's got all of its gameplay mechanics under control, it only goes up from there. Once you have all of your mechanics, then oh man, I knew that thing was going to do that. Once you have all your mechanics, then all you get to do is build the levels and make them fun. So now they can go back and they can make, the first few levels a lot easier. Let's see if we can get to level 3. But that's my big point here. It's just kind of like getting through those mechanics and learning how to do those mechanics and actually making those mechanics play really, really well are the things that I'm really interested in teaching and helping out with, because I know that those are the pain points when you're starting off. And I died, so I guess we're done. But this is a really cool game. It's called Caveblazers. You can check it out on Steam. I really do appreciate it. If you're still sticking around watching this video, if you like this video, I know I've been pretty bad at posting recently for like 2 days in a row, and I was on a good streak there. So I'm going to try to get back into doing a good streak of videos now that I have all my programs back and I can really record. I'm also recording with new recording software from Windows 10 just so I can record these games better. So that's really cool as well, and that's something that I was looking forward to with Windows 10. But leave a comment below if you like this game, if you want to see more, if you liked any of the points that I made in this video, in this Let's Play to Learn. I'm not sure how many tutorials I'll be doing this week, as I'm really working hard on getting all of the Megacourse videos done for the roguelike and the point-and-click adventure. And after that, then I'm full steam ahead on our Bootcamp program, which is also in development. So it's been kind of hard to come up with newer videos, so I'm hoping that if we just play a consistent amount of games, the videos will just come after that, and when I have time, I'll just, record a bunch of them, and that way you guys have content. So I apologize for the downtime, but I am back now. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'm Jeremy Alexander, and I'll see you next time.